Hi there, and thank you for stopping by. We are visiting Cyrene, who is a recently turned vampire whose maker was killed and she inherited his estate. But when she got there, she discovered it was ruined, and so she desperately needs to rebuild, and she needs mortal servants as well as a coven. She struck out horribly with every single attempt that she made last video to try to find a mortal to work for her, which is code for capture them and force them to. And now she's gotten an invitation to visit her neighbor whose house is covered in garlic. This is really not a good sign. No one ever accused her of being smart, and so she's going to try to go inside. Actually, no, she's going to call her over, and Rory is just upstairs with all this stinky garlic, and she's just walking around real calmly. So what's the story, Rory? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I am? We'll just try being real friendly with her. She looks suspicious. She's a very conspicuous werewolf, if I do say so myself, so Cyrene's gonna casually ask, hey, you know anything about werewolves? And Rory is instantly really offended and told her to leave. Cyrene is like, what is this, a werewolf place I keep hearing about? You're obviously a werewolf, so just spill it. But Rory is just walking away, so I don't know why she invited me here, but she did. Now summer holiday is calling, and she's changing her career. That is not a help. I am outside a werewolf's house right now, and the house is covered in garlic. I have bigger fish to fry, okay? And this is like the worst social thing ever, so Cyrene's just gonna go home. Just go take a nap or something. Why don't you try inviting one of your mortal targets over? Now that you're nice and clean, you could try inviting Marcel over again. She's just casually inviting him over. Maybe he'll have forgotten the incident, and he's coming over, which is surprising. Oh, there he is. He came really fast. Tell the unbelievable story of how you were invited to a werewolf's house and then insulted by the werewolf and then left. Okay, the story is apparently about robots and now bears. That makes sense. And now, I don't know what that is, a meteor maybe? Marcel listened with his back to her the whole time and then finally turned to face her like, she's still here and I'm not hallucinating. He's probably casually like, does she still stink? He doesn't want to get too close to find out. And Cyrene learned important things about laundry, that she needs to wash her clothes because it starts to smell. Now she's going to ask this married man for his number, because why wouldn't she? She's a vampire. She can do what she wants. Somehow that worked, and she's going to try a bold pickup line now. This is very dangerous. And somehow Nancy Landgrab is just strutting past and walking inside the mansion. And okay, see you later, Nancy. Anyway, this is the furthest you've gotten, Cyrene. Oh my god, he let it happen. Now go for the first kiss. Go for the first kiss. You can do it. And it's actually working. Cyrene has finally managed to seduce a mortal. This is just a momentous occasion. I didn't think you had it in you, Cyrene. I thought you were pathetic. She's going to confess her attraction, which should be really obvious by now, but men can be pretty dense, no offense. She could try for a baby with him already. Wow, that's moving a little bit fast. But she's going to kiss in the rain. Nancy Landgrab is now inserting herself. Can't you see that I'm in the middle of an affair? Alright, let's just ask Nancy about her woohoo interest. See if she wants to get in on this. She thought about a car and left. So anyway, we can woohoo in a coffin. Let's see if he's into that. For some reason, the married man is now okay with woohooing in a coffin. Maybe. He's standing outside looking around, and I don't really think he realizes what he's gotten himself into. This is not going to end well, Marcel. Well, it might. I don't know. Maybe. Cyrene, where did you go? She's just gone. Cyrene. Okay, she's just standing in here, and he's just standing out there. This is a very stable game. She's just gonna bat back outside, try to woohoo in the shower instead. He's all for that. That's really exciting to him for some reason. And he's just watches her turn into a bat with admiration. And he's like, whoa, my girlfriend's so hot. And he's just walking through this absolutely hideous house, and he's somehow okay with it. Where did you even get that towel? Oh, they're both in towels. Okay. Alright, have fun with that. Well, this seems to be going well. That's good. And she's now very flirty, and he's pretty happy too. And she's gonna give him some residence keys to make the affair easier. He's all for it. Just kiss him as a reward. And she's now going to ask him to be her boyfriend. But first he's talking about trash because he has his priorities straight. And she's talking about shoes too. And now they're taking a selfie to make their affair public, I guess. And he's thinking about a rocket ship as he walks away. He's leaving. I don't know if that's good or bad. Cyrene has just noticed that there is a plasma fruit tree behind her house. She does not like gardening and says she's kind of offended, but she did harvest them, and so that's good. And she's calling him from a misty graveyard to ask him to come back even though he just left. And he's already here, which doesn't make any sense. I don't think he is already here. The game is lying to me, but that's alright. So I guess we can't invite him to come back. So we need to find something else to do with our time. Well, let's try to invite Nancy Landgrab over. And somehow she is not available. We'll try Summer Holiday. And Summer is now coming over. That's good. And she's running in circles like an excited Labrador. I don't know what's going on. Give her some residence keys to make her come over. And now they're good friends. And Cyrene is going to ask her to join the household. And this means she can also get 9,000 simoleons with Summer Holiday. And so she's going to do that. But I don't see the extra funds, so that's good. She does have a new roommate. Oh, and Marcel came back. Just invite him in. Oh, that's Summer inviting him in. Mortimer Goth heard that I became good quote-unquote friends with Marcel Price. Yes, we're very good friends. We're not having an affair at all. Don't believe everything you hear, Mortimer. And Cyrene is now asleep. Summer is doing sit-ups on the floor. For some reason, Marcel is going in the basement. I'm not sure what he is doing, but he's definitely in the basement. Marcel, what are you doing? He went all the way in the basement to talk to and feed a dust bunny. That makes sense. And he's very flirty after doing so. So that's strange. And we are going to actually try to buy something to clean up all this dust. Oh, it's a Dust D&D vacuum. I read it as Dust Daddy. Well, let's see. We can either get the upright vacuum or a Dust Daddy. I'm gonna get a Dust Daddy. Oh, we can get a pink one. That's nice. I think Summer is the type that would like a pink Dust Daddy. And apparently we need a bigger vacuum too. These also have nice color swatches. Let's get a nice black and red one. Don't want to be too crazy. This is a vampire house. Summer can now vacuum around while Cyrene is waiting to woohoo with Marcel, who is probably looking for more dust bunnies. Oh, there he is. Alright, Summer is just gonna happily vacuum while that is happening in the background. And now that we have our first mortal servant, we are going to have to start making this place look less disgraceful. That sound is properly annoying, just like my vacuum. Good job, Summer. She tries hard. Look at her. She's so cute. Cyrene is slithering out of bed in her high heels. And she's talking to him about marriage. And Nancy Landgrab walked up right at that moment, and she just doesn't care. And Nancy Landgrab is watching this, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. We can't propose to him because he's already married, so we have to convince him to leave his spouse. I like how convince to leave spouse is under the flirtation menu, like it's just a simple flirtation. And she's asking him to leave his spouse, and Nancy Landgrab is just sitting there listening in. Oh, look, it worked. He's just off to do it right now, I guess, after he washes his hands. And Summer is back after vacuuming. The house is very sparkly clean. Everyone is just here on the bed like it's a slumber party. And Cyrene is just really, her life is really looking up. It's like, this is the start of a proper coven. This is good. She's very confident and flirty. And so she is going to propose to Marcel right here in front of Nancy and Summer. And he's accepting. That was really easy. And Summer doesn't care. She's just mincing off. Cyrene's now engaged. And she can elope immediately with him. And she's gonna do that because she does not have time to wait around. I mean, he's just the first husband of many. He just doesn't know that yet. This is so cute. And then we have Nancy Landgrab just sitting here with her back to them, because that's not at all off-putting. And Cyrene has married her very first husband. And now he is moving in. Are these all his kids? He left all these kids behind. Marcel. I mean, I guess if you have the choice between raising a bunch of kids and living with a hot vampire, but that is, I don't know. I don't know if I can endorse that, but I'm going to. She can take 28,000. So she is taking 28,000 from the family that he is abandoning, and Cyrene has upped her wealth to 30,000. And now she has a mortal husband and a mortal roommate slash servant. That is very promising. And she's gonna gush about Marcel because even though she plans to eventually leave him and get a bunch of other husbands, she's pretty happy right now. Nancy is telling Cyrene she does not like flies, which does not seem related, but maybe it is. And Cyrene is like, yeah, but he's so hot. Did you see him? And Nancy's still like, I don't like flies. All right, now they're sitting side by side. And she is now good friends with Nancy Landgrab, which is a one step closer to stealing Nancy Landgrab's money. She's gonna just offer Marcel a rose. I'm sure he would rather have a lasting marriage, but maybe not, considering he just abandoned his whole family. I'm really undecided if I want her to have babies. I don't think that I do until she meets the right guy that she doesn't want to get rid of. She's not there yet. She just wants to play the field and then play the field again and then play the field again. I think what we're going to do is spend some of the money that we've acquired, because we've actually got 34,000, so we can make this place look a little bit less depressing. All right, the first thing we need to do is get some proper lighting in, and I think I'm gonna do this place floor by floor because otherwise it's a little bit overwhelming. I am not the best builder. Let's start in the kitchen because we now have two mortals that need to be fed. So we'll start by selling off this scrap. Should we get rid of the damaged walls or leave them for now? I'm undecided. I also really don't like these windows. I think we can do a lot to spruce this place up in the long term. So we already have a fridge and an oven, and I don't think either is very good quality. So let's take a look at the counters. I like these nice black counters because, you know, she's very gothic, obviously. And we're going to put in a little island here. And this is something that I didn't learn about till recently, that there's these end pieces that I could put on. Alright, we have a little island with two counters, and I don't know, there we go. We can just shunt all of these over. So we have 3 of those. That does not look good. And the fridge can be over here. I think I want more of these over here. But how come I can't? Oh, maybe it's, okay, I have the wrong piece. It was the inner corner that I needed. We still have 31,000 left, and this kitchen is already looking really cute. I do think I want to shift this over 1 block. Give a little more room to walk through there. And on this side, do I want more counters? I think that I do. Make this another inner counter. And just add a couple more. And eventually I can add wall cabinets, which I think will look really cute. Don't have an excessive amount of money, and I didn't want to spend it all at once. But I will give her 1 cabinet for now. No, that actually isn't a good place because then when things are on the stove, the wood will be hot. So what if we give 1 over here and then another over here, and in the middle maybe we can put up a cooktop. I think that's cute. I can do a cooktop, and maybe I can put a small cabinet on top. I think that is too high up. It technically works. I guess I'll do that. And these ghastly windows, I really don't like them. They're only $80, but maybe I can get some better looking windows because I just don't like those. These are nice kind of gothic looking windows, and I think that we can do this. I can get the windows like this. And so this kitchen is already looking a lot cuter. I'm down to 29,000, so I'm doing pretty good with my funds. Is there room for a little tiny table in here? I think there might be. Oh, I can put some bar stools on the island. That would be cute. Those are a little too brown for what I wanted. I wanted a more black chair or bar stool. This one is black, so we'll try that one. I guess they're only $85, so we'll do 3. And this is where the mortals can eat their meals until we have a proper dining room. What could be over here? Maybe like a little like a food cupboard or something. I don't know if there's any items like that. These are bookshelves. What about shelves that are not for books? Well, whatever. We're going to get a wine rack. What is a vampire castle without a wine rack? But we can't put it on the counter. That is really strange. There, now we have our wine rack. That is pretty nice, but I don't think I like it where I have it, even though I spent forever putting it there. Alright, that works. And I kind of like our grody, scratched up walls with the cuter interior. I think this is coming along pretty well. What else do we need in a kitchen for mortals? A sink. She would have never thought of a sink. That's good. Alright, now we have a sink. What else can we get? We could use a trash can. Mortals make trash. We'll put one next to the fridge. And obviously we need a fire alarm. Should I splurge on the fancy one? I think we'll just get a normal fire alarm for now. We can always upgrade if we need to. I really wanted to have some shelves over here. Finally find a little hutch, but I'm not a fan of the white dishes inside, but it'll work for now. What else should be beside it? I feel like it needs something else here that is different. Oh, actually, this looks much better. I think I'm going to replace the one that I got with this. And maybe have 2 of these. Does that make sense? Put a little shelf over the sink like that. I might splurge on this cute plant thing for environmental enrichment for the mortals. We'll put it here. Oh, this china cabinet is much better. Will this fit in our little... Oh, it will. All right. So we're going to buy this and sell this and rotate this and shove it in here. Perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. So now we have a little cute space for our mortals to eat, and I still feel like something could be over here. Maybe I'll just put in a rug. I think a rug would be really nice. We could put in a frog rug, but that's not really the aesthetic, but I do love frogs. Here's just a black circular rug that is too plain even for her. This is kind of an excessively fancy one for a kitchen, but I kind of like it. I think that kind of looks cute. A very small rug in front of the sink, because if you stand there a lot, it's hard on your feet, and so whichever mortal cooks has a little cushioned rug to stand on. Now we need some small appliances, and so what should they be allowed to have? There is a pizza oven, a stand mixer, a waffle maker. There are so many cute things. I do think they need a dishwasher because I think all of them are going to be pretty lazy slash busy. They can have the cheapest one for now. Can I not put these under the counters? Was that a Sims 2 thing? I swear I used to have my dishwasher just under an existing counter. Do I have to take this out all the way to add a dishwasher? That's lame. Maybe they don't need a dishwasher right now if I can't get them into my nice cabinet. Oh, the larger ones do fit. Alright, I guess we're splurging on a more expensive. Alright, fine. I will relent. They can have a dishwasher. That is a fancy fridge. A popcorn popper. That sounds fun. I feel like Summer likes baking, and so we're going to give her a stand mixer. And now we need a cheap microwave. And I think that Summer would like this bright pink one. So we'll put that over here. Their tea set can go over here, I guess, next to the wine rack. Do they deserve a pizza oven? I don't know. Cyrene wants to make them happy, so I guess we can get them a pizza oven. And a waffle maker. Do we really want to give them a waffle maker? I guess so. All right, now we have a lot of environmental enrichment for our pet mortals. Is there any like cute decor that won't break the bank? I like the tea boxes. Those are very cute. They can't be hung up. They're only a decoration. So now we have some little boxes of tea behind the tea kettle. That's very cute. I'm actually surprised by how far this money is going. So she can actually add pretty many things here to make the kitchen look lived in and cute. And they can have a bowl of fruit, but that is an enormous bowl of fruit, so we're going to shrink it a little bit. Is that centered? Yes, it is. This vase is also really cute. A coffee mug rack. I think that we can put it here and make it go up. Yeah, there we go. Now there's a coffee rack on top of the fridge. And I guess I will get rid of these ugly scratches and things. So now our kitchen is actually looking really cute. And do we want to keep this lighting? I think we want something a little bit better. So let's see what type of featured lighting there is for kitchens. None of this lighting looks very good so far, but that's all right. We're still looking. Oh, this is a nice chandelier. Is this gonna be too low? That is too low, but maybe if we shrink it, it won't look as ridiculous because I really do like this style. We can shrink it and that actually looks okay. I think all that's left to do is to change this ugly wall stuff. I think I'm gonna go with this pattern for the walls. It might be a little too bright. I didn't know the top was so white, but no, I actually like how that looks in here. I think it's in keeping with the gothic vibe still. So I gave them a cute plant because I feel like Summer really likes pink things. And does this tea set come in different colors? I don't know if it does, but I'm not really crazy about this one. And we still have 23,000 simoleons left, which is actually a lot more than I thought. But we have a very cute kitchen, and I'm going to have Summer come in and look at it. Cyrene now has a husband, a mortal roommate slash servant slash soon-to-be thrall. And that sound in the background is Summer wildly vacuuming. But anyway, this is a great place to leave it, and thank you.